My people, back out in some nature, man. You know I got that message and I hope it resonates later, yeah? Right, in this video I want to talk about some ways how to unplug from the matrix. Some ways how to stay away from the matrix, you know what I mean? Well, my personal ways, you know what I mean? Some of my powerful ways, what I do to kind of stay away from this whole matrix and this whole society of living the way they tell us to live. First thing first, I'm from the Caribbean, yeah? If you didn't know, I'm from Antigua, nice beautiful island in the Caribbean. Obviously I'm in England now, I live in England, and I saw both sides of life, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to England, but since I came to England, England made me tap into the whole matrix life, the whole materialistic world. You know what I'm saying? When in Antigua, we didn't grow up like that, I grew up around things like this, you know, trees, walking barefoot, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling in nature and that's my thing. I came from the countryside in the Caribbean, I'm from the countryside, yeah? Like I said, come to England now, England's kind of like changed my whole mind. England made me tap into this money, and you know, at one point in my life I was in the matrix deep like that, the whole materialistic world, and trying to keep up with this kind of life. And obviously I thank the Most High that I don't know, I ain't forgot where I'm from, I ain't forgot who I am. I thank the Most High, you know what I mean? So that's probably why I'm now still out here doing what I'm doing, because I tap into myself more, figuring out who I was from a young age, you know what I'm saying? What I'm doing right now is like my first way, one of my best ways of how I stay away from society. I literally come back into nature from what I remember from a young age. I come back into nature, I chill by myself. If I wasn't recording right now, I'd just be out here chilling by myself. You know what I mean? Just silence, just living in the present moment. Listening to my thoughts, listening to my higher self, trying to get some answers, some downloads, some information that I need personally. You know what I mean? Just getting away from the outside world, you know, that other world, that whole society system world, this whole money, that rat race world, you know what I'm trying to say? That's one of my ways. This is like my meditation. This is how I meditate. I come out on my own and just chill out. You know, other people meditate in their own ways, you know, like there's different meditation techniques where people might do that whole breathing, and I'm not against it, but I haven't really done all of that yet. For me, this is my kind of meditation. Like I said, I'll just be out here on my own, just chilling, silence. So yeah, this is one of my first ways, and this is like probably one of my best ways of how I get away from society and the matrix life. You know what I'm saying? My higher self, really, I connect with my higher self when I'm out here, and it shows me what I really, you know, what I don't need. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need. I need to connect to this. You know what I'm saying? Trees. This is where I'm from, man. This is where I'm from. I'm a jungle man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the country in the Caribbean, anyways. I'm from the countryside. You know what I'm saying? Coming to England has made me see things different. Material stuff. I'm not used to these things, man. So yeah, that's my first way. My second way, it's kind of similar to the first one, but it's having the ability to stay on your own. You know what I'm saying? Having the ability to actually stay on your own. Just getting away from certain family members, certain friends, and just living life, ghosting, basically. You're just ghosting away from everything and everyone, really. And obviously the Most High in the universe got a way to shake up our life sometimes. You know, they shake up our life. They might put us through certain situations that make us have no choice but to actually go out and do things on our own. And that's another powerful way for me. That's how I kind of, that helped me stay away from the matrix, you know what I'm trying to say? That helped me a lot, you know what I mean? So when I was staying on my own, you know, I had more time to myself. Me and my higher self were connecting more. I was building more of a relationship with my higher self, testing myself, putting myself through things that I never thought I could do, you know, like testing my ability, my growth, my maturity. And that helped me realize, oh, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need this, you know what I mean? It helped me figure out who I am and what I really stand for, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of similar to the first one, but the first one is me coming out in nature, you know, and just doing my little personal walks by myself. The second one, like I was just talking about, is staying on your own, actually being on your own. So you might be able to, you might can go out with some friends now and then, but you can't wait to go back home and chill on your own, you know what I'm trying to say? That feeling. That's another powerful way for me to how to get away from society and the matrix, you know, not to get too caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? The other way for me is just letting go in general, letting go of certain friends, letting go of certain family members. I believe certain friends and family members keep you in the matrix, you know what I'm trying to say? Remember, it's a spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual warfare, and you always got evil spirits hopping bodies. And it's always the closest people around you that they're hopping, especially if they're not looking after themselves, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. But if you know who you are, and you're trying to look after yourself every day, tap into yourself, it's harder for evil spirits to kind of come around you and mess with your aura. So when you start hanging with certain friends and certain family members who are not really looking after themselves, no disrespect, you're more at risk for like an evil spirit to jump their bodies and kind of fuck with you in that moment to keep you in the matrix. You know what I'm trying to say? They might not know. They might not know. It's the evil spirit in them that's controlling them, because the evil spirit can see your light and it doesn't want you to get to the next level. So sometimes you have to let go of certain friends and certain family members. And it's not like you're disrespecting anyone. You're actually respecting yourself, because you're protecting your energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way kind of helped me to unplug from the matrix and to kind of advance a bit more, like with wisdom and knowledge. I had to let go of certain friends and family, and it's always the friends and the family that you always think you need most. You know what I'm trying to say? It's always the closest ones that you have to kind of just get away from. And that for me personally, that helped me to tap into myself more, so I can figure out what's really going on out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's another way, is just letting go of certain friends, certain family. You know what I'm saying? Just fasting a little bit, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Protect your energy. It's important. Another thing is obviously fasting from the matrix, staying away from the matrix and all the stuff that they show us from a young age. Obviously I made a video on about how the matrix trap us. So basically is this one, you just have to kind of do a reverse. You know what I'm trying to say? So everything that the matrix tried to use to trap us, do a reverse on them. Say no, nah. You know what I mean? But it's tough, because like I said, we got chucked into the system. We got chucked into a system, and that's all we saw from a young age. That's all we saw from a young age. So our mind was fucked as we was growing up. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what I'm saying. You got to be grateful and thankful that if you had the ability, to be able to tap back into yourself and find out who you are. You know what I mean? And it's never too late. It's never too late, man. This is why I'm kind of making this video, to kind of show certain people, you know, anyone who's interested, you know, like this is what I do to kind of get away from the matrix life, that depression life, that rat race life. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man, just staying away from the matrix, the media, the news, the football, the sports, the material gains, all of that. Say no to it, say no to it, say no to it, man. And remember who you are. We don't need nothing. All we need is our higher self. You know what I mean? And ourself, that's all we need, man. We just need ourself, really. You get me? So yeah, that's another way. That's one of the biggest ways. Say no to everything that they're giving to us. Say no, say no, say no. You know what I'm saying? What else? The food, all the food that we consume. I'm still working on that, you know. I'm trying to go down the vegan road a little bit. I'm not fully vegan and all of that now. I still eat meat. I still eat like chicken and fish. I've definitely said no to all the pork and all the lamb and all the curry goat. I've said no to all of that, all the oxtail and as much as I love them, I've said no to them, because they mess me up mentally and physically. And I feel like I can't receive. It stopped me from receiving certain information, certain important downloads that I need, you know, to advance. And that's why they put all these supermarkets and all these takeaway stuff out, man. You know, all these restaurants. It's for us. They want us to fill our body with all these junk and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Make us think that it's good, but it's not good. It's stopping us from. It's just blocking certain places in our system that we can't receive. So we won't be able to receive certain information naturally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Stay away from certain food and try to be like, well, me, I'm trying to go down the vegan road a little bit more. But like I said, I like fish. I still like chicken, but I might cut the chicken out, because chicken makes me feel a certain way as well. But fish, when I eat fish, I feel light. I feel good, man. So I don't know if I'm gonna cut the fish out, but you know, everyone just do what's best for you, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like as you're living life, you will find out what's best for you. You don't have to follow everything and what everyone's doing. Just follow what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to promote the whole eat meat and whatever not, but certain people do eat meat and they're still all right. They're still woke, but there are certain meats that you should stay away from. 100%. All that junk food that they give us, 100%. Stay away from all of that. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. But if you can whip up a little meal for yourself and, you know, a little fish, a little salad, I don't see what's wrong with that. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's the road I'm trying to go down. That's the road I'm trying to go down. I'm trying to eat more light. You know what I mean? And just look after my internal system a bit, because it's important. Remember, we're like a car. Our spirit's the engine. Whatever we give our spirit and our higher self, it allows us to operate in the physical realm. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to look after yourself. It's like I said, look after the engine for the car. The car will be able to drive good. Yeah. So our body's the car. Our soul, our higher self is the engine. We got to look after our internal system. Yeah, man. So those are like some powerful ways of what I kind of, you know, do on a daily basis, or, you know, I try my hardest to do. You know, trying to stay woke is not easy. You know, trying to stay woke in this world is not easy, because you're in the matrix and it's got all these traps around us. It's quite tough sometimes, because you can get pulled back in, but you got to stay consistent if you're serious about it, man. So yeah, those are some of the powerful ways for me personally. You know, everyone's got their own ways of how they unplug from the matrix, but for me personally, those are some of the powerful ways that I use that keep me away from the matrix. You know, I listen to my higher self a lot. If my higher self don't like certain people, certain situations, you know, certain habits, I don't fight it because that's my higher self. My higher self won't lie to me. Our higher self don't lie to us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, those are some of the ways, really. That's it, really. Honestly, that's it for the video. I hope everyone's having a good day and you look after yourself, yeah? Just take it easy. Peace.